Alright, let's just go with the review. Hey, this is Alex, and I'm with Duck Cinema. I just got out of watching The Dark Tower, directed by a guy I did not know, starring Matthew McConaughey, uh, and another guy, I forgot his name. um, I've been looking forward to this movie for a long time. I am a big, I guess, Dark Tower fan. I read all the books. I even read the eighth or four and a half book. It's okay. So I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna go into this review with as a just critic, and after that maybe I'll go into the review as a fan. So, as a critic, the movie has issues. It has pacing issues. Like the story doesn't flow well. There are scenes in which it's very boring. There was so many exposition going on. So there was not that many exciting scenes. And most of the time you're just showing two people talking about the world that is set in. I mean, the movie, it's about, I guess I'm going to condense it. It's about a gunslinger, played by this guy, I forgot his name. Like Idris Elba or something. And a boy essentially a boy going to another world to team up with I guess team up's the right word, a gunslinger to sort of take down a bad guy, the Man in Black, and in doing so, also sort of protect the tower. And what the tower is the nexus of all creation, and what that means is, like all the universes is connected to the tower, and if the tower falls, all the universes out there are gone. That's a summary of it. Okay, what I do like about the film is this. I like the casting a lot. I thought Matthew McConaughey did a great job in portraying the Man in Black. I thought Idris Elba did a great job in this portraying the gunslinger. Even that kid, Jake Chamber, I liked his performance. It's pretty cool. The action scenes are very good, and once the action scenes are good, and once it is there, you're into it. You're into the whole gunfighting, and I thought it's really well done. So those are the good things about the film. The bad things about the film, again, pacing was an issue. It was jumping worlds to worlds, and it was jumping from one place to another. It was so much dialogue. I expected it from this type of film, but it was too much. And there wasn't that many action scenes in between. Two, actually. There's only two major action scenes in the film. One in a small town and one at the end. And it wasn't... And again, it was a good action scene, but I wish I see more. The film, it was very short for something like this. So in that aspect, yeah, those are kind of problem. The music I didn't like the music. It was blah, I guess. The acting was, yeah, I thought it was good, but everyone else was just blah. I think the big problem is really the pacing of the film, and just the fact that like this, it was hard to understand. I mean, if you were not a Dark Tower fan, Stephen King fan, it was hard to understand the story, or to feel for the character, or like why why Roland Deschain is going on his quest, right? I mean, why Jake Chamber? Why do you care about him? The most the person who gets the most character is Jake, and even when I look at his story, it's not as compelling, you know. Um, so yeah, and it wasn't the film has issues, and I wasn't a as a film critic, I wasn't a big fan of it. Here's my take on it as a fan now, right? So yeah, I do see that there are issues in the film, but the cool thing about it is that the film referenced many things, right? So I think Stephen King or the director came out and said that this is a sequel to the Dark Tower series, and if you are a fan or you know the ending of the Dark Tower, you will know what I'm talking about. And if you see it in that perspective, right, then this movie sort of makes sense, kind of, right? I mean, yeah, it makes sense. There are many references in there that reference the books, right? All Hail the Crimson King. You know that plays the Crimson King. Of course, I won't spoil it, but you know who he is. Um, I thought the Man in Black portrayed here is cool, right? I mean, in the book, the first book, the Gunslinger, you don't see all these actions on the Man in Black. He just comes and say a few words and he left, and that's it. He just makes fun of Roland's chain and then left. The film attempted at some humor and some were funny, but I wish there were more of those. I wish when Roland was in Keystone Earth, more interaction with the hot dogs, more interaction with things like that, in tell a fish out of war story or something like that, right? Yeah, more jokes. So other references, I think he was carrying the horn of Eld at the very end, and again, if you are a Siri fan, you will know the significance of that. Things that he carried around on his back. So yeah, as a fan, I like it, but not because there's so many references, but not as much. I wish they could do more. Other things. This is the first movie, I guess, and the director said that if there were a second movie, then they'll bring in was it Ed? Forgot his name already. Yeah, they bring in the two main protagonists. So I'm looking forward if there is another movie. But by the look of it, I don't think there's gonna be another movie, which is gonna suck because the rating for this film right now on Rotten Tomatoes is 18%, and that is not good. That is not good, and I don't see it being continued, and I'm very sad about that. Although I think they're trying to make a prequel of sort to it, and I hope they do. So I'm conflicted really as a reviewer. It's not a good film. It's hand down maybe a 5, but as a fan, at most a 7. So if I had to rate this film, it's a 6. I wish it does more. I really did. Anyways, this is Alex with Duck Cinema, and I just saw the Dark Tower, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Alex out.